Good morning. So I'm just eating dates. I absolutely love dates. I've got one more to go. Oh, and they count towards your 5 a day as well. I've been parcelling orders. Thank you if you've ordered something. Look at how many I've got here. Well, one of them's not an order, one of them's a book I'm sending to my friend, to be fair. But I think I might be being affected by this worldwide... Why do I always do that? I start eating when I'm talking. This IT issue, because I've got all of my, on the click and drop site for Royal Mail, I've done all of my postage, and I tried to pay for it, and then it came through as reversed. Like it was a reverse payment. They didn't take the money, and now it won't let me do it. So if I try to do pay, this is very boring. If I say pay and generate labels, it says a payment is being processed. So I was going to walk these to the post office. I mean, they're not due to be posted out until tomorrow, but I was thinking I'm going to go for a walk. I'll pop them in the post box, but I can't because I can't print the labels. I don't get it. Anyway, I've had a lovely time. It's about 11:45 and I have been doing a bit of editing, which I've still got to finish, and passing orders and catching up with some emails, which is something I'm really bad at, mainly because I find it so fun, so it feels like a treat, and I put it off because I want to get the boring stuff done first. But I let myself do a bit of time this morning, doing that, responding to emails. I've still got loads to catch up on. I get lots of sponsorship inquiries. I turn down the majority of the offers that I get, but I do read through them. And I had one that I thought looked really interesting. It was from a really sweet crochet company that do all these crochet kits, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect, because I only work with brands that I know that I would like and that really fit with my 2 channels. But I had a look through their website and all of that, and they use quite a lot of single-use plastic in a lot of their kits for putting into the crochet finished items, and it just didn't sit well with me. I'm not a plastic-free person, but I do try to minimise, like, all of my packaging and everything that I do for my Etsy shop. I've now got plastic-free. I've discontinued like the badges, just the cheap and cheerful badges. These ones, I've got loads of them, but I'm not ordering them anymore because these have got plastic in them. But I now sell plastic-free ones, which I don't have here. I don't think. Let's see. Oh, this is the Little Drop of Wonderful version. So you can see they're a lot bigger. And they're made, this is not plastic, it's all like a mixture of cornstarch and things like that, and it's completely biodegradable, even the covering at the front. Anyway, that's what I've been doing this morning. I'm replying to some of your lovely emails and just doing some other stuff, doing some invoices and all of the sort of associated YouTube stuff, which I really, really enjoy. It feels ridiculous that I get to do that as part of like what I do for a living, because it's just too much fun. And I've parcelled up all the orders, which I love doing as well. The only thing that's not fun is a frustrating situation with the Royal Mail website. So I might give that 5 minutes, and if it's still not working, I'm going to go on my walk. Get my walk done now. It's not sunny. Shouldn't be too bad. Walk into town. I've got an order to pick up from New Look. I might come back via the Lidl's bakery. And then hopefully after doing some boring things like paying my tax bill, I might get a bit of knitting done later. I've just realised that it's the last day of my weekly daily vlogs. It's day 7 today, so I probably should have said that at the beginning. The chickens are out in the garden. They're having a good bock about in the shade and digging out all the bugs and things. There's a fly in here. What was I saying? Yes, the chickens are all out in the garden. And I have now given up trying to order my postage because I've tried 5 times and every single time the payment's been reversed by the Royal Mail. So I've had to send a help request. It's intensely frustrating. I've tried paying in different methods as well, but you don't need to know this. It's nothing to do with crafting. I went for a walk, and the moment I was about 5 minutes down the road, the clouds cleared and the sun came out. So I'm absolutely boiling, and I now have a tan line on my leg. You won't be able to see it probably, but the tan line's here, and my usual shorts that I wear are up here. So I've got a nice little gap, which is going to make me ridiculous all summer long because I was wearing different shorts for walking. I popped to the charity shop earlier and picked something up, which I will show you, and I had a question to answer. But what I might do is, the other thing to note that's just changed the whole layout of my day and all my plans is that Phoebe went out to meet friends at the park earlier, and they've all come back and they've made a fuss of the chickens and a fuss of next door's cat, and they've all now gone upstairs. And then the inevitable question, can we have a sleepover, came. It's the holidays. Why not? So she's going to have 3 friends over tonight for a sleepover. So things are going to be a lot noisier, a lot more chaotic, and we've got lots more people to feed, and I've now got a house full. So everything's changed. Let's see where we end up. But I will hide at some point and just go through comments and see if there are any remaining questions to answer, because that's quite a good thing to do on the last day. And right now I'm going to have an ice lolly. I've got a feeling today's just going to be me warbling on. I'm just catching up on a couple of comments from yesterday, day 5. Day 5. This is day 7, so the day before yesterday, the day 5 vlog. Just say that. Quite a lot of people. I can't remember. I must have been mentioned. It was the day I was sitting in my bedroom and I got my wind thing for my camera. Because the windows were open, and a lot of people were saying keep the windows closed. I do keep the windows closed when it's sunny and hot, and the curtains closed and keep it dark. And it's just done. And I do find that really, really helps. But when I had the windows open, it's because there was no sunshine and the air outside was significantly cooler. And our house is actually at the top of the hill. We're very lucky. So when it gets breezy, and if we open the windows at either side of the house, the breeze just sort of comes, and we have to wedge all the doors open so they don't stand shut, but the breeze just comes through the house and just really helps to cool things down. A lot of people are asking why we don't install air conditioning, and it's because our houses, it gets really hot here, but it's not for a sustained period of time, is it?
No.
And also a lot of our houses don't really have the makeup to be able to do it and install the outside thing, the permanent thing.
Some of our houses are quite on top of each other. So
we're quite, not a lot of space to do it. I mean, I would love it. We did consider it when we did the kitchen, but ultimately decided not to. Although, do you know what? Some people have said a ceiling fan, like in the bedroom. And then we had a ceiling fan when I went to Spain last year with Becky and Claire, and it was amazing. It's amazing the difference it makes. So I would definitely think about a ceiling fan if it continues. This summer's not been too bad. We've only had really a few days. So far. Touch wood. Wooden table. But yeah, so the air conditioning subject. Also, if we had air conditioning, what would we complain about? We like to complain about the weather. You've got to leave us something to complain about, or at least me. Lots of people have been recommending books, so I have been writing them down. I've got a little notes section open on my phone. I've been writing them down as I read them. I won't go through that all here, but I will mention any books that I end up reading or listening to on my other channel when I chat about books over there. And lots of people have been offering me their opinions on green or orange yarn for the contrast colour for my gobstopper yarn that I was talking about on day 5 as well. And do you know what? While I remember, I'm going to talk about my colour sequence. Not too many sweets. You don't want them off their nuts, do we? Just logistics of the sleepover. Okay, so I will hold it up and you can pause it and have a look. There is no scientific way I've worked this out. So I've got 5 colours, khaki, gingerbread, great walnut and copper. And that is my colour sequence. So I worked each one of these colour sequences 3 times 3. Actually, I wonder if I did them 4 times through actually, because I would have done them once and then started ticking them off as I went. That might make more sense. But yeah, so you can pause it on that, and that's how I did it for my 5 colours. And it's worked quite well. I'm really pleased with it. Thank you to the person that asked that. Quite a few people asking about air conditioning, so hopefully that's answered your question. Right, okay, that's all for now. I'm going to get myself organised because I feel a little bit like, oh, the chickens are out. I better gather them up in a minute and get them back in. I will tempt them with some vegetables. I promise you I have moved from this spot. I've actually been out and done a bit of gardening, and I've just hoovered the house as well. Dan's taken the girls out to their respective parents to get bedding and take them to the shops to grab some snacks and things. So I quickly whizzed the hoover around. I had to do a bit of tidying up in the garden. I've made the outside patio all nice for them if they want to sit out there. And I repotted some tomatoes that needed separating out. They were accidental tomatoes. They sprouted up in my salad bowl. So I just planted them into a pot to see if they would keep growing, and they're very happy. So I've now put them each in their own individual pots. I suppose that's a work in progress. I'm going to show you what I got in the charity shop. First of all, nothing to do with making, other than making merry. I got myself, I always look for nice sort of vintagey glasses when I'm in the charity shop, and I very rarely find any that I like, but one of my most favourite vintage glasses got broken last week. It's just a little one that I use for if I'm drinking wine or frizzanti, because I just like to have a little glass. And I saw these, they were 3 for £2, and they look like you know, quite a large flute, but they're actually really quite small. I reckon they'll probably hold about 125 mils. So I'm really pleased with those. So I'm going to give those a wash. Use them later in the week. And then the other thing, on a complete whim, and I've never bought something like this from the charity shop before, I bought a couple of second-hand jigsaws, because I suddenly had this idea that it might be fun to have a jigsaw on the go on the table over the summer holidays. So I just, I don't know what the deal is buying from a charity shop. I assume they check them, but I don't know. Let's have a look and see if there's anything inside. It is sealed with a bit of sellotape. Oh yeah, so it looks like someone has sorted it and put all the pieces in a bag, or at least counted them. So we shall see. Hang on a minute, let me just sort the door out. Got a bit of a through breeze making it knock in its frame. Oh, this is a bit of a bashed box. I'm not sure if I maybe did that or if it was already like that. Anyway, it's a W.H. Smith one, Life in the Country. And I thought, oh, I could just see myself living in that house. Peaceful and quiet by the sea. Lovely. That's a 1,000 piece one. But I also got a 500 piece one. I thought we could start with this one. It's the same piece size, but it's called Starry Night. It's another W.H. Smith's one. And it looks like a French Parisian street. You can just see the Eiffel Tower in the distance. I thought that was really cute. So I might start off with the 500 piece one, see how we get on with it, see if everyone's into it, because it's quite nice to have a jigsaw on the go, isn't it? You can just put a piece in as you're passing, or as you're having your morning cup of tea or something. Yes it has. Oh, that's in its original bag. So that's That's brand new. It's not bad, is it? £3. So yeah, I thought I'd get those going on the table and we can just eat around them. Okay, I finally moved location. I'm where I intend to stay now for the rest of the night. It is 8:30 already, oh my goodness. It takes it to a whole new level when you've got a house full, doesn't it? Yeah, so I think I'm going to spare you me talking anymore. I am going to stay here. I've got my laptop, so I am going to watch podcasts, I am going to watch vlogs, I am going to do a thumbnail for a video. Actually, that's a good point. This video is going to come out tomorrow, which is Tuesday, but originally the last video, because we missed a day on Friday when it was so hot, would have been today. So there's going to be 2 videos out for me tomorrow, one on this channel and one on my other channel. I made a little vlog about when I went to the most gorgeous bookshop. I've been a couple of times. I think it's one of my most favourite independent bookshops that I've been to, in St Albans with my friend Sarah, who you all know as Yarn Mugs. And I made a little vlog about that, which is going up on my This Little Wonderful Life channel tomorrow. So you'll have this and that. You'll be sick of the sight of me. So thank you so much for coming along for this week of making vlogs. I find them, I know I say this like a broken record, but they really do help me focus on the things that I want to make and, you know, carve out time to do it. So this week I've really progressed my blanket that I'm making for Lilia. Got it to the stage of going to start the border. And I'm just about to, right now I'm going to work on my cardigan for the Wonderland walk along. So I'm really pleased I've got as far as I have with this. I'm hoping by the end of this evening I will have split for the sleeves. And then I'll start to have a really good idea then of how it's going to fit. So, and I've just realised as well that as it's a cardigan, I am going to have to choose buttons as well. And that's a whole area of shopping and loveliness that I've not had to go down before, so that'll be fun. So yeah, I'm pleased with the progress I've made on that. I've made all of my hexagons with my June minis from my Green Lumpkin Yarn blanket club, and I've gained some yarn in my Spin and Blether Very Merry Ann birthday as well. So I feel like it's been a very productive week. And it's been brilliant as well because of your comments. I've been inspired to look at other patterns. I've got loads of book recommendations. Sorry, I just had to cut out a sudden out of nowhere sneeze. So it's been really, really lovely to see your comments sorry about the eye rubbing, coming in from all over the world, and yeah, it's just brilliant. So thank you for sitting around the table with me, having this chat, and I will see you again. Well, you can hop over to This Little Wonderful Life and see me in a bookshop if you want. It was an amazing bookshop. I'd highly recommend watching it. But otherwise, I think the next video on this channel is going to be my next podcast, episode 114. Yeah, I think that is going to be my next video. So I'll see you then. And I'll be able to reveal to you the finished Wonderland socks, which I've kept so secret. Thanks so much for watching. I really am going to shut up now. Bye.